guys, and welcome to my channel. If you are new here and you love budget-friendly farmhouse decor DIYs and Dollar Tree DIYs, then please consider hitting that subscribe button and the little bell notification. And if you are a current subscriber, welcome back. I'm so excited to have everyone here today. This video I am so excited about. I want to show you how I created a wooden wagon wheel that is a very versatile decor piece that you can use in your home all year long. You can change out the florals or the bow to suit any season or any holiday. So let's get started. So I'm going to begin by using E6000 and hot glue and 2 boxes of the tumbling tower game that you can purchase from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to take 2 of those wood pieces and put a little bit of E6000 on the side piece in the middle and hot glue on each side of that. And then I'm going to press firmly down onto the wooden block on the bottom, so it is one full piece on the bottom and then one piece coming up the side, making sure that it is flush. So it looks like a little L. So one full piece on the bottom and then the other piece on the side flush with that. And I'm going to do that with, I'm going to make 23 sets of these. So it's going to take 46 pieces. So it takes a little bit more than one box. And I'm going to set all of those to the side and make sure the glue sets up really nicely so it is nice and secure. Then I'm going to be using this bicycle wheel wreath ring, which is about 14 inches, that I picked up at the Dollar Tree. I was so excited when I found this. I'm going to flip it over so that the back of the bicycle wheel is going to be facing you and the front's going to be on the table. So I'm going to put the same process, the E6000 and the hot glue, and I'm going to put that on the outside of this wire wreath form and making sure that the solid block is on the bottom on the table and the side piece comes up so that when you flip it over, it is nice and one single piece on the outside. So I take my next piece and just put that flush to the bottom corner of the original piece that I glued down. And I'm going to repeat this process around the entire wreath form using the E6000 and the hot glue. The E6000 is just going to give it a more permanent, secure hold, and the hot glue just to hold it in place until that E6000 sets up. When I get to the end, the last 2, I just, and you'll see here that my hot glue gun was not hot enough in the beginning, so the first 2 I did have to go back. So please make sure you have your glue gun set on high and it's nice and warm before you begin. And the last 2 pieces I just used, just kind of separated it, gave it an even amount. And you'll see, because it's not going to be completely flush on the last 2, it's just not enough room to use because I actually made 24 and it wasn't enough room to use that last one, so I just evenly spaced those 2 apart. And this is how it looks on the back side. And so when you flip it over, you have the one flush piece on each, like right there on the end. Now I'm going to be using some wooden dowels that you get at the Crafter's Square section in Dollar Tree. These are the perfect size for this. I'm going to use E6000 and hot glue again to secure these onto the spindles of the wagon wheel. And I originally put it on the wood and then pressed that down onto the wire, but I do find that is a little bit easier if you actually put the glue on the wire, the metal form part, and then just push the wood down. I take my finger protector and wipe the excess glue off so there's no drips. And make sure that you put the wooden dowel flush with your tumbling tower blocks. So it's flush at the bottom, and it is going to leave a space at the top, but that's going to give us room to make our little wheelbase. So here you'll see me just adding it to the actual metal part and then putting the wood dowels down. And make sure that you let that glue set really good before you go to the next one so they don't pop off. So now it has created a perfect little circle in the middle, and I am going to flip that over and put some extra hot glue all the way around the wreath form as well as the spindles, just to give it some extra stability to make sure those dowels and the Jenga blocks don't come off. So once the glue has set, I'm going to use the circle out of this little puzzle piece game that you pick up at the Dollar Tree. And it is slightly smaller, so I'm going to take some hemp rope and hot glue that around the little wooden circle. And it does take me two times to go around it. So I'm going to hot glue that on, and then I'm going to hot glue around it one more time on top of the hemp rope to give it enough space to fit nice and snugly down in between those dowels. And now it's going to be a perfect fit. And I am just loving how this wagon wheel is turning out. So I take the little centerpiece with some black chalk paint and I paint it on both sides, including the hemp rope. And now I'm going to paint the wagon wheel with Waverly chalk paint in the color Truffle, and I make sure to get down in between each of those creases and on the back side, because when you set this up or hang it up, you'll be able to see those back pieces, and I want to make sure everything was the same color. So now that the chalk paint has dried, I'm going to secure the little wheelbase down with E6000 and hot glue. So once you put your centerpiece in, you could be completely done. It's beautiful just the way it is, and you have less than $5 in this. But I want to embellish mine a little bit more and make it a little bit more realistic. So I am using some of these pearl gems. They're little gemstones. They're little stickers, and I picked these up at Dollar General for $1. And I gave them a nice good coat of the black chalk paint. And I thought these would be perfect little nail heads. So I'm going to place those at the end of each dowel and try to put it about the center of the Jenga block. And these are so cute. It really gives it a little something extra special. And I'm also going to put them in the center of the wheelbase so they look like little bolts. And this is just turning out absolutely adorable. I really am loving how this project's turning out. So once I get these on there and in the center, I'll show you how I decorated it, and you can decorate it any way you want to. And all the pieces that I put on here are going to be pieces that I can take off and change throughout the seasons and the holidays. And those little stickers, they stuck really, really well. I did not even have to use hot glue on those. So now I'm going to take some of this beautiful orange ribbon that I got from the Dollar Tree and create a nice fluffy bow. And I'm just going to create it by making like 2 loops on each side. So I originally was going to make one orange and then the beautiful little red truck with the pumpkins, but it wasn't quite as fluffy as I wanted it, so I do create another orange, and I'm going to secure those down with a chenille stem. And again, it still wasn't as fluffy as I wanted it, so I'm going to create another orange bow to go on top of that. And I just secured that in the middle with a piece of the orange ribbon, just folded it in thirds, wrapped it around and hot glued it. And now I'm just going to attach it to my bow in the opposite direction so that it is nice and full and fluffy. And I'm going to put that down with some hot glue. And then I will secure that bow to the wagon wheel with the chenille stem. So once I get that down and fluff it up nice and pretty and make it nice and round and fluffy, and this is just so cute. You could put Christmas bows, you could put the buffalo check. It's just really beautiful. You know, you could just change this out. I'm going to be using the welcome word out of the package of 3 words that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. And I'm going to secure that down with some floral wire so that I can change that out if I want to. Now I'm just showing you how you can create some florals to go around the wagon wheel for each of the seasons. So this is 2 foxtails and 2 of the autumn floral bouquets that I just put together with floral wire and kind of bent it around and then put that in the center of the bow. Now I do opt to take the florals out. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below. Leave me a comment and let me know if you like it with or without the florals. I do take the florals out because I just am loving this wagon wheel and I really didn't want to take away from it. I really wanted to be able to see it. So let me know if you like it with or without the florals. So now I'm just going to secure the word down with my floral wire. I just feed that through the E and the O and just twist that on the back. And I think this is just turning out absolutely adorable. You'll have to let me know. If you like this video, please make sure you give me a big thumbs up. It really does help support my channel. And now I'm going to show you, once I get that secured, what it looks like without the florals. And it is just absolutely precious. I really do like this. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please take care, and I will see you next time.